Jarvis, Gutenberg the Geek. Embark on a journey through the life and legacy of Johannes Gutenberg, a passionate entrepreneur and revolutionary inventor behind the printing press. In Gutenberg the Geek by Jarvis, you will discover how Gutenberg transformed the way information was disseminated and how his work laid the foundations for our modern age. Throughout the summary, you'll learn about Gutenberg's early ventures, the challenges and innovations that went into his invention, and the invaluable lessons he learned along the way. Moreover, the book draws fascinating parallels between Gutenberg's press and today's internet, propelling us to question and contemplate the profound cultural impact that may still be ahead.
Gutenberg's entrepreneurial journey. In 15th-century Mainz, amidst political turmoil and economic instability, goldsmith Johannes Gutenberg started his entrepreneurial journey with a small venture selling mirrors to pilgrims. The experience provided him with valuable business skills, but his true passion lay in secretly developing the revolutionary printing press. It took Gutenberg nearly 20 years to refine multiple components such as creating a versatile mold for casting metal type, designing the press inspired by winery devices, and perfecting the right ink mixture. Eventually, he tested the printing press with a Latin grammar book before launching his magnum opus, the Latin Bible. Amid the chaotic backdrop of 15th-century Germany, with political upheavals and crippling debt, Johannes Gutenberg, a goldsmith from Mainz, embarked on a journey that would make history. Despite the turbulent times, Gutenberg pursued his first entrepreneurial venture, manufacturing and selling mirrors to pilgrims. The project's financial success was not the highlight, but rather the vital startup skills he acquired, including team recruitment, legal structuring, and fundraising. However, Gutenberg's aspirations went far beyond selling mere trinkets. In a clandestine endeavor, he worked tirelessly on the invention that would solidify his place in history, the printing press. This groundbreaking technology demanded exceptional innovation and fine-tuning on several fronts. First, Gutenberg devised a versatile mold and the perfect blend of metals, allowing a single foundry worker to cast an astonishing 3,000 letters per day, an unprecedented production speed. Then, he creatively adapted winepress mechanisms to design the actual printing press, which significantly improved precision. To top it all off, he formulated an ink mixture of soot, amber, and linseed oil, resulting in the vibrant dark tones we recognize today. Gutenberg's relentless pursuit of success took him nearly 2 decades to perfect these components. He could not solely attribute his legendary status to a single innovative idea. Instead, it was his unwavering determination and hard work that revolutionized how we share information. Before unveiling his ultimate creation, the Latin Bible, he put his printing press to the test. Gutenberg's initial prototype, a Latin grammar book, paled in aesthetics with its tightly packed pages of text. Nonetheless, this beta version confirmed the press's functionality, launching an era of mass communication that changed the world forever. Gutenberg's entrepreneurial struggles. Often likened to the perfectionist Steve Jobs, Johannes Gutenberg faced numerous obstacles in publishing his famous Latin Bible. Financial difficulties, such as massive upfront costs, led him to borrow 1,600 gulden, around $300,000 today, from a venture capitalist named Johann Fust. Gutenberg aimed to print 180 pricey Bibles, ensuring enough profit to cover both his and Fust's investments. However, Fust unexpectedly sued Gutenberg, taking possession of his workshop and publishing equipment in lieu of loan repayment. In response to this setback, Gutenberg trained others in his printing methods, sparking the growth of the printing industry across Europe and leaving a lasting impact on humanity. Gutenberg and the Internet. Revolutionary shifts. Similar to Gutenberg's printing press that initiated the Protestant Reformation, the Internet holds the potential to bring about transformations in various aspects of life. From the preservation of authorship to reconnecting to shared knowledge, the Internet continues to gain significance in reshaping our world. To harness its full potential and impact, we must protect it from unwanted control by governments and corporations. The advent of Gutenberg's printing press had profound implications on the world, particularly during the Protestant Reformation. The press not only contributed to the circulation of Catholic Church indulgences, which Martin Luther vehemently opposed, but it also enabled Luther's influential 30 tracts to spread across Europe, amplifying the Reformation's reach. There's a striking resemblance between Gutenberg's press and today's Internet, where both serve as catalysts for change in spheres such as politics, religion, art, science, and culture. A notable instance is the role of Twitter in the Arab Spring. Interestingly, some scholars believe that the Internet has come full circle from Gutenberg's era. Back then, information was transmitted orally, with little emphasis on the originator. Gutenberg's press established the concept of authorship and allowed the preservation of creative ownership. However, the Internet has reverted us to sharing, modifying, and linking information online without clear attribution, creating challenges for copyright holders. The cultural impact of Gutenberg's invention, though transformative, wasn't immediate. Many books published in the 50 years following it merely echoed the styles and genres of manuscripts. It took half a century for wholly new genres and styles to emerge. This observation prompts the question, is the Internet only starting to exert its influence on our lives, with the most far-reaching cultural effects yet to unfold? To maximize the potential of the Internet as a predominant cultural force, akin to the printing press, we must safeguard it from undue intervention by governments and corporations. By doing so, we can foster the growth of new sciences, professions, social classes, and even nations.
The story of Johannes Gutenberg, his trials, tribulations, and achievements, is an awe-inspiring account of an entrepreneur who transformed the world of information sharing. Gutenberg the Geek delves deep into the critical startup skills, his unwavering commitment to perfection, and the profound impact his invention had on culture, politics, and religion. Furthermore, the book fittingly admonishes us to preserve and protect the Internet and its potential to drive change and innovation. Reflecting on Gutenberg's experience, it becomes apparent that the Internet, much like the printing press, needs to be safeguarded against corporate and government control to truly revolutionize our world.